I have not done this in such a long time. First things first, I've not shaved my armpits in like a month, so. But I get laser, so like nothing is there. But if you do see something, sorry. So, long time no talk. I miss this a lot, but I needed to take a break from the internet to kind of sort my life out. And whereas in a lot of areas I really have, there are also areas that could use some work. But we're working on it. It's an active, like, I am a work in progress, as is everybody else in the world. I feel like I am in a very good place right now. And I'm sure that the people who watched this channel and helped grow it and get me to the point that I was at before I took my break, that I didn't really tell anybody about, are curious as to where I am in life and what I've been doing. And boy, do I have updates for you. The main reason that I'm coming back to this channel is I want to create again. I feel like my life is so lacking in creativity at the moment, and I've just been so go, go, go when it comes to my transition that, and again, there's updates. I'm sorry. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming, I promise. I just don't really have a creative medium in my life anymore. It's pretty much just been work, save money, go do surgery, and honestly, my personal life has taken a big hit as well. And that's something that I am also slowly but surely working on, because I have definitely damaged a couple of relationships. And I feel like if there's anything that you take from this video, if you completely self-isolate for a while, whether it be for working on yourself because you're depressed, whatever, you can damage a lot of relationships doing that. So I don't advise the grind life for anybody. I feel like it was very fruitful in a sense for what I have been accomplishing in the last couple of years. Dang near, oh my God, I think it's been like 2 years since I've been on here. Ooh. I've accomplished a lot in regards to my transition and like trying to move forward in life. But at the same time, like I have, in the emotional and the relationship centered points in my life, I have not been doing great. So that's something that now that I feel like I am nearing the end of my medical transition, I feel like I've got more water in the watering can to be able to water the plants that are really, really important. Not saying that my transition wasn't important, but it was more so just like centralized important to me. And a lot of like people in my life love me and they care for me. So they want me to transition and to be happy. But like in the grand scheme of things, like me getting a boob job was not that big of a deal to the people around me. And another thing is that I still don't have my dream career yet. I would love to have my dream career, obviously. What is Barbie without her job? I am going to work on it the moment that I get back from a trip that I'm going on that I'm going to talk about in a second. My next goal in life is to become a flight attendant. I have talked about this job, ran it into the ground, this topic, with my family, and talked about how amazing it would be for me, why I want to do it, how it would work with my life and my personality type, and me as a person in general. And for the last 4 months, I did such an intensely stressful, grueling, horrific job that honestly is a story time video in and of itself. But now that I'm no longer working there, I feel okay with saying what I did. I can't actually talk about anything that really happened there in regards to like the actual work itself, because I was a 911 dispatcher. It is not like you see it in the movies. It is not like you see it in television shows. It is a difficult, difficult job, and you have to be so rapid fire doing 100,000,001 things at one time. And you have to get a read on the officers' personalities and make sure that you're doing things properly, because if you're not, or if they feel that you're not, regardless of if you are or not, they won't treat you well. Especially if, you know, they find out through the grapevine that you're trans because you trust an old woman that you work with to not blab her mouth about something, and she blabs her mouth anyways. And men react a very obvious way when they first meet me and they first see me and they first talk to me. And then as time goes along and I feel more confident with a female in the space, which I've learned is don't do it. Don't do it, okay? Don't trust anybody you work with. Honestly, the point I'm at in my life right now, I don't want to make friends with people at work. I don't, because I always get burned anytime I try to be friends with a coworker, except for a couple of times. So, like, not, but yes at the same time, if that makes sense. You can find really good people that you work with, and then there are others that are going to take your deepest, darkest secret, and if there are men around, they're going to use that to their advantage, because regardless of if somebody is 40 plus or not, they can still be a pick-me. Did you know that? It's crazy. Actually, the older they get, the worse it is, which is pretty psychotic if you ask me. But I don't have to worry about that anymore. I don't have to worry about transphobic coworkers. I don't have to worry about transphobic officers. I don't have to worry about who's clocking what tea at what time at 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, check my 6, check my 12. Are we 10-8? Like, I'm done, and I will never, ever work in law enforcement again. Officers are great if they're doing what they're supposed to and taking care of people, but if they're not, their work will speak for itself. Their personalities will speak for themselves. But a thing that gave me my golden ticket opportunity out of that horrific job that I stayed at for way longer than I needed to, because I wanted to amass enough. I didn't have to save up a ton of money, but I wanted to save up enough that I had enough funds for the actual surgery and process itself, and have enough cushion to fall back on once I come back from this surgical vacation. But I guess I should probably give like a surgery update in general before I go into like this next phase of my life or next trip that I'm gonna vlog about in literally a day. We leave tomorrow and I am so excited but so nervous at the same time. I literally almost puked in the bathroom last night while taking a pee, just thinking about it, and it's like making me like ill thinking about it now because it's such a big deal. But anyways, though, another really big deal, and something that I'm probably going to talk about for a hot minute because it was a wild experience, or maybe not, because I just realized that I've had this necklace on under this shirt the whole time, and that's so not cute. Hang on. Okay, so what was I saying? Right, my surgical history. You guys already know I had my BA back in April of 2021, which was amazing. It completely changed my life and the composition of my upper body, and I'm obsessed with it. But in August of 2024, I flew with my mother and my cousin Faith, whom you guys know and love, to Thailand. And I had sexual reassignment surgery and a tracheal shave at Kamal Hospital in Thailand. And I feel like I need to do a story time in like just talking about my experience with that, because it was honestly one of the most challenging things I've ever done in my entire life, but one of the most fruitful and most rewarding experiences of my entire life, because I truly feel like my body is completely mine now, and I feel completely at home in my body aside from up here. We're working on it. I feel like literally from here down, my transition is complete. Like my body is that of a surged doll, and that's what I've always wanted. I've always wanted to have an entirely feminine body, my definition of feminine, my version of feminine, and I feel like I am happy with it. I'm happy with myself. I can't say enough good things about Kamal Hospital. I was treated with the utmost respect, and the nurses were amazing, and the staff kept... The one thing which was so funny to me that I had several nurses comment about, which has been a giant insecurity of mine my entire life, especially when I was younger. When I started to get into like K-beauty and stuff, it started to be more like okay, I feel pretty because of this thing. But when I was younger, it really, really bothered me. But the amount of women there that complimented my skin and how pale I was insane. And the one nurse literally rubbed my arm and was like, I like your skin. I want your skin. And I went, hey, Leatherface, that's crazy. and not to like harp on that too much because I know that colorism is like a really big deal over there and that's why they love pale skin as much as they do, but it made me feel very pretty in the moment. When I looked haggard, insert picture here, I am now, like I said, it happened in August of 2024, so this past August marked my year mark. I want to say I got surgery on the 21st, if memory serves me right. And I have no bad things to say, really. Anything that has negatively happened or like negatively happened in regards to surgery has been entirely my fault, which I will get into. And like I said, in a story time video, if you guys so wish to hear about that journey, when I really sit back and think about it, I have very serious wants to kind of make Thailand my forever home. Because it was a beautiful country. There were beautiful people there. They treated me amazing. Everywhere we went, I don't think there was a single rude Thai person the entire time we were living there. And I walked down a street with a catheter and a bag, and people treated me like I was normal. That would not happen in America, especially if you were leaving a hospital that specializes in transsexual surgeries. Hey, that wouldn't happen in America. That should get real quick. 10 out of 10, recommend Thailand if you're a doll. It's a beautiful country filled with beautiful people who treat you like a human being and will protect you and look out for you. The men are something else. I will say that. The men are something else. We also had a really long layover in Hong Kong because our initial pilot, he was just not it, okay? The guy coming home, he was it. He was a king. He got us home in like 14 hours from Thailand. It was amazing. The first leg going to Hong Kong from Chicago airport. Hey, so why are we on a plane for 19 hours? Yeah, did not love it. I thought it was a horrific experience. And I kind of felt like I had fallen into a Twilight Zone time loop. And I thought I was going to lose my mind. Here's to hoping that does not happen on my journey tomorrow. Like I said, I'm going to vlog it and film it, and it's going to be an entire experience because, again, it's crazy what's happening and just everything that has transpired in the last 4 months has been epic, but like trying at the same time. Very depresso espresso I've been for a hot minute, but now that the fruits of my labor are coming to fruition, I'm on cloud 9. You can't tell me nothing about myself or anything going on in my life. As of today, which is, what is today? It is 10:12 Central Standard Time. Wednesday, November 12th at 10:12. Imagine if it was 11:12. That would be crazy. The only things that I have done so far is my tracheal shave, my breast augmentation, and sex reassignment surgery. I will be touching down on November 15th I will be touching down November 15th. I will be touching down on November 15th at Incheon Airport for my facial feminization surgery through DocFinder Korea and a cosmetic procedures clinic called Max Korea. It is what's happening. It's crazy. I cannot believe that the surgery is happening this close to... I mean, I literally only got SRS like barely a year ago. I'm a microwave doll for sure because I literally only got on hormones 6 years ago as of October 20 something or October 19th, I think. I can never remember the actual date. I'm horrible with remembering dates. Only on hormones for 6 years. Got my breast augmentation after 2 years on hormones. Got my SRS and tracheal shave done 3 years after that. And then like a year and some change later, I'm getting FFS. And so I'm going to go ahead and kind of tell you guys what I'm going to get done. So Okay, first of all, I don't really know the finer details that I can say about this, but I mean, the way that this all came about is DocFinder Korea had posted a modeling competition type thing with Nana Plastic Surgery Clinic. I saw it. I thought it was an amazing opportunity. I was like, oh my gosh, I could get like FFS for free or for a very discounted price by just like going along and letting them film my time there. And so it was an immediate, like I saw that and spirit, the universe was speaking to me and I said, hey, let me try that because I feel like I would be a really good model. I've always wanted to model. And I feel like this would give me the confidence to be able to go do something like that in the future. Because it's like, yes, I want to be a flight attendant, but like imagine flight attendant model combo. That's a double threat, my friend. I applied. It was, I think, 3-ish weeks later, I got an email saying that unfortunately, Nana was not, they don't specialize or even do double jaw surgery, which I'm going to go ahead and show you guys now, if I can. Do not look at my armpits, weirdo. I don't really know if you guys can tell on camera right now, and obviously, I mean, I have makeup on, so I'm going to look better than I usually do. I have no face makeup on, though. This is just my skin. But I don't know if you guys can tell. My jaw is incredibly asymmetrical in person. I might even do like an invert the camera thing to show you guys how asymmetrical it is. It's something that has always bothered me. It's something that changed during puberty because my wisdom teeth grew in and it shifted my bite. And I also think I got some trauma on this side because this side of my jaw progressed or like developed at a different rate than this side of my jaw. This side of my jaw is very weak and this one is more strong. But overall, it is very normal for the women in my family to have stronger jaw lines. I think we have native in us somewhere down the line, but for whatever reason, all of the women in my family have relatively square jaws. My mom does. I look just like my mom. I mean, I'm going to upload a vlog soon. Pre all of this, like during the October months, because we went and saw Rocky Horror Picture Show with my older brother and his girlfriend, and that was really cool. I look very similar to my mom. She's just very, very tan and older than me, obviously. But I will go ahead and give you guys like a little... I'm kind of insecure about showing you guys my forehead because I am not getting anything done to my forehead. And I don't have the best hairline. My hairline is not very... In my opinion, I don't have a feminine hairline. It's gotten better because hormones kind of grow your hair in more, but it's not like perfectly rounded, which I guess is okay. And it doesn't bother me as much now, but it used to bother me a lot when I was younger. And it was really, really bad. But as you guys can see, I don't really have like a strong brow ridge at all. And this clinic that accepted my modeling case I don't know if they specialize in forehead surgery. So they listed that I'm not going to get anything like that done for my modeling case. Okay. And I'm also not going to get a nose job. I will eventually, but I don't believe that they do rhinoplasties either. It's pretty much an entirely maxillo facial surgery specializing clinic because I need double jaw surgery, and double jaw surgery is very invasive and very dangerous, and if the wrong or like an unqualified surgeon is doing it, you can die. I'm not going to grasp onto any of that negative energy for this trip. It's going to go smoothly. It's going to go amazing. The only thing I'm worried about is the fact that I lost close to 10 kilograms when I got SRS in Thailand, and I'm happy that I lost that amount of weight because I felt like I was starting to get kind of chubby before I left because of depression binging. But realistically, I was just like a normal weight for my body, and I like myself on the thinner side. I have not been able to gain any of that weight back. I will show you guys a little. Like, I am incredibly thin at the moment for my frame. I am 5 feet 11, right under 6 foot, and I weigh 64 kilograms. So I'm not death warmed over thin, but I'm also nowhere near, I feel like, average weight for my height. With getting this type of surgery done, I am going to only be able to eat soft foods again, just like it was in Thailand, which is what caused me to lose so much weight so rapidly. I think I lost about 4 of those 10 kilograms in the first 7 days at the hospital while I was healing. And I'm going to be in hospital for 4 days. I'm afraid that by the time I come home, I'm going to be like under 60 kg because I don't like a lot of soft foods. It grosses me out. And yeah, so if I can eat ice cream, I'm going to be great. I'm going to be fine. But I also don't want to just eat ice cream, and I will get sick of ice cream very, very quickly. Trust me, in Thailand, I loved every soup that I was given, but after you eat soup for a month or 2 straight, you start to kind of lose it a little bit. This is my face as of right now with makeup on. And what I'm going to be getting done, I am getting mandible reduction. So I am getting jawline reduction is what that means. I am getting a genioplasty, which is where they're going to cut my chin, reset it, and make it a lot smaller. So I'm basically going to get V-line surgery down here. And at the same time, they are going to break a left part of my face, bring it down, like my actual teeth. I watched the video of it, which don't, if you're going to get plastic surgery, have a rough idea of what you're getting done, but do not watch somebody get it done because it will get inside your head and freak you out. So they're going to be cutting my gums, pulling my whole mouth down basically, and then they cut out a section of like your actual like upper jaw, and then they reset it, bolt it. Like you can literally like feel the screws at the top while it's healing until they like unscrew them and take them out when you're done. And like they're going to basically fix my upper bite. And then they're going to do the same thing at the bottom, but they are going to like, I don't really know exactly how they're going to do it, but they basically do the same thing that they do on the top, but like toward the bottom, and they like are basically, my jaw goes that way. Like that way. Like it's like that. Like if I just like set my teeth normal, my jaw goes like that. Like it's like a slant, okay? They're going to fix that. Fix the projection on the forward. They're going to bring my chin in so it's not so like witch-like like it is now. Because I would be completely okay and content with having a more square jawline like my mama. Because I love my mama. I think she's absolutely stunning, and I love when I get compared to her. My mom does not have this chin. I don't know where this crimson chin, I literally have like a chin dimple. My mom doesn't have that. I don't know a single person in my family that does have that. I have very weird, like, repressed genetics that came out. And I also found out recently, I don't know if this is... Sorry, I'm going off on so many tangents. But I don't know if you guys can really see it on camera. I found out that I have a thing called central heterochromia. So, like, the outside of my eye is completely, like, blue or green, depending upon the day. Yes, I am one of those white women that talk about the fact that my eyes change color when I wear certain things or in certain lights. But then on the inside of my eye, it's, like, orange-brown. And my dad has the same thing. And I also don't have a freckle in this eye. Also, I have a freckle down there. Isn't that weird? Weird. And that affects, like, less than 1% of the population. So not only am I a transsexual, which is, like, a super, like, biological weirdness going on, I also have central heterochromia. Like a bionic human. I don't understand it. Except not, because I'm not strong at all. Yeah. Mandibular reduction, genioplasty. Basically, like, V-line surgery. Oh, and zygomatic reduction. I'm getting my cheekbones reduced. Because I want a chubbier looking face and a softer looking face. And imagine if I got so much reduction down here and then left my cheekbones, it would look like teeny tiny little face down here. And then everything else up here would be really wide. Especially because I have very prominent, wide cheekbones already. If you guys can see that. And so he's just going to reduce that and take it all in, and everything's good. And again, this is all based off of pictures that I had sent Dr. Jaebong, or that I had sent Doc Finder that they showed to Dr. Jaebong. So once he sees me in person, he could think completely differently about my surgical plan. But as of now, a day before I leave to go to Korea, that's what's happening. And I just think it's cool that, like, back to my initial thing I was talking about before I went on the tangent. I applied for the Nana modeling. Nana said that they don't do double jaw surgery. I wasn't a good fit for that modeling competition that they were hosting, but Doc Finder saw such promise in my case, or like such like opportunity with my case, that they were like, you know what though, girl, give us a second. We're going to check with our other clinics and see if we can find one for you that this would be a mutually beneficial relationship going on, right? And so they did their searching. They showed me off to all of their clinics that specialize in maxillofacial surgery, and Max wanted to take my case. And so I am a Max model. And I think that that's really cool. I'm super jazzed about it, and I cannot get over it. And I just, like, ever since the day that I had found out that that was happening, I was like, girl, I'm fixing to lock in, save every penny from this job so I can go do this. My mother and my cousin Faith and I will be flying out to Seoul, South Korea tomorrow. And we are going to be staying in Gangnam for a month. And I'm so excited. Because if you guys know anything about me, like if you watched this channel before, you obviously know that Korea has been a huge thing in my life. I've gone to multiple K-pop concerts. I can read the language. I don't always understand everything, but like I can speak it. Korea has been a bucket list item ever since my cousin introduced me to the world of Korea when we were like 12 or 13 years old. And I know that I sound like a weeb or like a Korea boo right now. I don't care. I like what I like. I am who I am. And if you don't like it, you can leave the channel. So yeah, that's that. Negative things in my life right now. With having my trip in Thailand, the way that I was able to do that is I basically saved every penny that it was completely out of pocket. My trach shave and my SRS I paid for completely myself. And it was over $25,000 to go do everything. Like the planes, the accommodations, the trip, the surgeries, the food that we ate while we were there. Except not, because I also took multiple credit cards with me. And I maxed them all out. And hey, did you guys know this? They charge you insane interest rates that will drown you. Ever so surely, it will drown you as time goes by. So essentially, my financial status is not great. My credit is tanked. Absolutely horrible. But the world's kind of burning right now, so there's nothing I can really like say about that. I'm doing the Carrie Bradshaw thing. I'm acting like credit card debt doesn't exist for right now. I will eventually fix it once I come back and after I help my brother with his living situation. Once that's all figured out and I like have like a steady job again, I will slowly but surely pay off like one balance for the shut down credit cards, because unfortunately, yes, they have all went defunct and closed except for one. I have one active credit card right now, and it's maxed, and they are I get emails every day. I get phone calls every day. There's nothing I can do about it. So, yeah. Financially, I'm very irresponsible right now. But I would rather be in debt with FFS, SRS, TS, BA, and living my best life and having credit card debt that I'm slowly, like I said, slowly but surely paying off, than be miserable attempting to pay off credit cards one paycheck at a time and still getting drowned with credit card interest rates. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that. And another way that I'm very much giving Carrie Bradshaw is the fact that I am still single. I have still never been with anybody romantically. And you know what? I turned 25 in August. Like, I had quite literally, my birthday was like a week before my SRS. And I just, like, I'm so over this centering a partner in my life, like trying to find the perfect person. And I'm saying partner because I genuinely, at 25, I've started to like learn more things about myself. I am attracted to masculine energy. I don't know if that's necessarily means that it's just confined to a male anymore. Because some things have gone down in my life and I've been put around some people that have kind of challenged that a little bit, which is crazy because when I was younger, that I'm like, no, only a guy. I could only have a man. And that's like that, like very rigid, like I want to be seen as a woman type thinking, but I don't care if anybody sees me as a woman or not anymore. The older I've gotten, I'm just like, I'm Kim, I'm TS. If you don't like it, I don't care. Please get away from me. You are very weird to think that your opinion of me ranks high, if at all, on my scale of things I care about or not. And I am just pretty much not accepting. I mean, when it comes to myself and my transition, I have done a fairly good job at expecting nothing but the best to happen and cultivating a life of perfection, my level of, and my view of what perfection is. And I am not going to settle in regards to the relationship aspect of life. I want a very good man or woman to come into my life and sweep me off my feet and treat me like the princess that I know that I am. And if people aren't willing to do that and be in public with me and do the most, like I would do the most for them in a relationship, I got a lot of love to give, but if people aren't worthy of receiving it, I'd rather put it into myself and make myself a better person and make my relationships with people in my life better. That's kind of the way that I feel about still being single at 25. So yeah, I just want to do me, and I want to take you guys along with whatever that entails, which is pretty much traveling, playing video games. Once I get my FFS and have money to be able to spend on things again, I want to start cosplaying, because that is something that has been something in my life that I've always dreamed of doing since I was a kid, forever. So cosplaying and centraling some like content that I upload to here around gaming, because that is such a big part of who I am in my life that I never really showcased on here. Vlogs, work vlogs once I become a flight attendant, video gaming and cosplay and makeup. Those are the things that make me happy. Those are the things I want to show for you guys. And I'm super excited. And with that being said, my friends, I'm young. I'm sexy. I am doing hot girl stuff. I am going to go get my face whacked on and going to look 100 times better than I did before. And you guys are amazing, beautiful people with your own lives that you're going to live. And it's going to be great. Thanks for watching this. I hope that you guys want to continue watching this channel too. And I'm sorry for being gone as long as I did. But those of you that have messaged me through my Instagram and kept up with me through the years, even while I had taken my leave of absence here, thank you so much. You guys are real ones. I love you all the most. Sorry. It's just the way I feel about it. And yeah. Bye. And I'm back.